Hey, Dr. Morris here. I'm so proud of you for being here. If you are here on my channel watching this video, chances are that you might be struggling with infertility, and I'm here to share with you some new ideas and some different thoughts today. I've been through this journey, I know how it feels, and chances are you might be in the position where you're going to your OB, you're not really feeling heard, your visits are 7 minutes if you're lucky. Maybe you've been referred to the IVF clinic and you're feeling like you've hit some dead ends, and IVF is the only solution, at least that's what they're telling you, right? Donor egg, IVF, IUI, all the things, right? So if that's the journey that you're having right now, I'd love to spend a few minutes with you and share some different ways and some different thought processes and kind of give you an inside view to how I support my clients and what journey they're walking in, and kind of share with you the differences so you can see that the conventional route isn't the only way to go. So I want to share with you a few things that make us different. So we are supporting both husband and wife in our program. A lot of conventional models they're just supporting the wife when the husband is 50% of the equation. If you are the husband watching this right now, you are 50% of your baby's DNA and 50% of what makes up your baby. So your health is just as important as your wife's health. And so our goal and our job is to support both of you together. It's cliche, but we always say it takes two to tango, and it's true. So we're supporting our couples for 12 months. That doesn't mean it's going to take you 12 months to conceive. That means that it's really important for us that our miscarriage rates stay very low. And we have very low miscarriage rates in our program. And that is because I obsessively monitor my clients and their hormone levels once they get pregnant. So our goal with our clients is that they're pregnant 4 or 5 months into the program, and that gives us the opportunity to continue to support them through pregnancy as well. I'd love for you to just imagine with me for a minute. Let's do a little future pace, okay? So let's say you're pregnant. You're pregnant tomorrow. What are you going to do? You're going to pick up the phone and you're going to call your OB and you're going to say, hey, I'm pregnant. And they're going to say, great, come and see us in 10 weeks or 12 weeks. And you're going to say, okay, but maybe I've never been pregnant before and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do for the next 10 to 12 weeks. And that's not your fault. No one's taught you that, right? But what is important to know is the first 12 weeks of your baby's development is the most important piece. And the conventional medical model is leaving you stranded in the wind or the woods by yourself, not knowing what to do. So our goal is to bridge the gap and ensure that you are well cared for, not only on your journey to conceive, but once you've conceived and in pregnancy as well. We want to support you all the way to having a happy, healthy baby. And a lot of our clients stick around and we get to hang out with them even after that and support their babies as they grow up in age. Something else that we do a little different here at the Fertility Formula is that we're a Christian-based company. That by no means that you have to be a Christian to work with us, but that's just who we are as a team and at the core, and that translates into a lot of the work that we do. So we start most of our calls with prayer. Some of our calls will read scripture, meditate on scripture together, just kind of depending what our clients need in the moment. Also, because of our Christian values, we do not recommend IUI or IVF in our program. So I share that to drive home the point that we are here to help you get pregnant naturally. We are not here to get someone ready and send them off to IUI or IVF. That's not our goal. Our goal is to help our couples conceive naturally the way that we believe God has designed for conception to occur. With that being said, our main goal is to have a big impact on the world. We want to teach our clients to live healthier lives, to have babies and raise them healthier than most of us grew up in the 80s or the 90s, maybe even the 2000s, and their kids to go on and just live healthier. And so that allows us to have a multi-generational big impact on the world. So I'd love to walk you through a little bit of the day-to-day and what we're doing with our clients so you can get an inside look. Now, first thing that's important to know is our 3-step process. Our 3-step process is number 1, identify, number 2, detoxify, and number 3, multiply. Where are we going to start? Of course, we're going to start in step 1 in that identify phase, right? So what I'm going to describe to you is what we do for both husband and wife in our program. First things first, we need to start with a laundry list of labs. I like to see all of the things. Do you have an autoimmune condition? Are you inflamed? Are your detox pathways working? Or are they jammed up? Are you micronutrient deficient? Are you anemic? How does your thyroid look? What do your hormones look like? All of these pieces of the puzzle are so important and often overlooked by the conventional medical model. If you go to your OB, chances are they're not even drawing your labs on the appropriate days in your cycle. So we take all of that very serious in our program. We're looking at that for both husband and wife. The next thing that we're going to do is food intolerance evaluation on both husband and wife. We need to make sure that the foods that you are eating are fuel for your body, not mine, not the person sitting next to you. So I love eggs. They're a superfood for me, but that doesn't mean that just because I digest them well, that you digest them well. So we need to dig in and say, what are your fertility superfoods and what foods are causing inflammation for you and hindering your fertility? So labs for both of you, food intolerance evaluation for both of you. Then for the wife, we're also going to do a Dutch analysis, a Dutch complete plus cycle mapping. If you've never heard of a Dutch before, don't stress. I'm going to walk you through the details. Dutch is urine hormone testing. So this allows us to dig into urine hormones or hormone levels in the body at a deeper level than any other testing available on the market. The way that we do this is we track hormones through urine every single day through the entire menstrual cycle. So you're gonna pee in a cup, you're gonna dip your paper into the cup, you're gonna let it dry, you fold it up, and you send it back to the lab at the end of the month after you've collected all of your samples. It's very easy peasy. But this allows us to see the data. Estrogen is not a flat line. Progesterone is not a flat line through your cycle. It goes up and it comes down, and it goes up and comes down. And so we need to make sure that estrogen is up when it's supposed to be and down when it should be, and progesterone is up when it should be and down when it should be. So the Dutch analysis allows us to look at the pattern of your hormones through your menstrual cycle. It also allows us to see how your body is producing these hormones, breaking them down or metabolizing them and using them. So in terms of, let's just use estrogen for an example. There isn't just one form of estrogen. There are 3 different types of estrogen. There's estriol, estradiol, and estrone. So we want to look at all the different pieces. How is your body breaking them down? How is estrogen influencing testosterone and DHEA? And super important for so many women on this journey is we're stressed, right? This is not an easy journey. So we need to look at cortisol. What are your adrenals? Cortisol or stress hormone, what does that look like? And how is cortisol influencing estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, all the different hormones, right? It's a spider web and it all commingles together. So we need to look at that and break all of the pieces down. So just to recap, in the identify phase, we're going to look at a laundry list of blood work. We are going to look at food intolerance evaluation for both of you also. And then for the wife, we are also going to look at a Dutch cycle mapping plus complete. So we get all of that data, and then we're going to do very thorough investigation with you. So we want to know everything about you. We're going to go head to toe. I want to know, do you have migraines? Do your eyelids twitch? Do you have cavities and mercury fillings from childhood that no one has addressed? What does your gut health look like? Are you having bowel movements every day? What does it look like? What does it smell like? Do you have gas? Do you have restless legs when you get into bed at night? Do you have fungus on your toenails? We want to know all of these things about you. Even more, we want to know, how are you sleeping? How are you moving your body? What are you eating every day? Everything that you are willing to share with us, we want to know about you. And then my team and I get the opportunity of taking all of this data from the lab investigation and everything that you share with us through our one-on-one investigations with you and put all of that information together. And that allows us to analyze and say, okay, we have root cause solutions for you. We can identify the root cause of why you are not conceiving. This is what we think is going on, and this is what we're going to do about it. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. And it's very important that we're working cohesively with our clients. You have every opportunity to say, I love Step 1, I love Step 2. Step 3 is probably not going to work for me because of whatever reason you have. And that's okay. We're either going to coach you through that, we're a team, or we're going to say, okay, no problem. Let's pick something different. Let's pick a different supplement or a different lifestyle modification that we can do that's going to help us to get to the same goal. So we're very much here to be on your team, working together, putting a plan together that's sustainable for you and something that you feel excited about. I haven't shared this part with you yet, but we have a whole team of coaches here to support you, and I would love to introduce you to a few of them so you can get a good idea of all of the different ways that we're here to support you in the journey. So, the first is Coach Mindy. I want you to think of her as your fertility concierge. She's here to support you in whatever you need in the process. I am too, but she's a second person for that. She's also our health coach. So, she is going to dig in on the nitty gritty levels with you about nutrition, lifestyle, body movement, environmental toxins, all of the lifestyle factors that are influencing your fertility. She's going to dive into those with you. The next is Coach Ashley. Ashley is a nurse and she's also our cycle tracking coach. So Ashley is on our team to help you feel confident that you know how to track your cycle, that it's not overwhelming, that you know what days in your cycles to get your labs drawn, and you know how to interpret and read your body, right? The one thing that they don't teach us in sex ed that's probably more important than anything else is to know when we're ovulating, to know how to read our body's cues, to be very familiar in the expert of our own body. And unfortunately, so many women aren't because we were never taught, right? So we're here to teach you, how do we know when we're ovulating based on cervical fluid? What should that look like? What is indications of good cervical fluid and unhealthy cervical fluid? And so on and so forth. So she's there to walk you through that. And we can see all of your data on the back end. So on occasion, she might send you a message and be like, hey, good news, you're ovulating today. Make sure you have intercourse today and tomorrow if you want to conceive this cycle. So that's Ashley, and she's here to support you with your cycle tracking. Next is Kate. Kate is our maternal mental health specialist. And Kate, I just love her so much. She's been doing what she does for 20 years, and she is here to help us build resilience to stress. So we all know this journey is stressful. You might be working full time also, which is stressful. Some of you might be struggling with secondary infertility. So it's possible that you have little ones running around, and that's stressful too, right? And so how do we be in this stress every day without it having a negative impact on our hormones and our fertility? So Kate is here to help us build resilience to that. Kate is also such a beautiful asset if you are in a situation like I know so many of you are, where your friends or your family are having babies and maybe you need to go to a baby shower and you're happy for your friend, you're going to love her baby, but it's going to be a hard day for you. And that is so valid to feel that way. But Kate is here to help you work through that. So you can join a call with Kate and say, hey, Kate, this is the situation. I got to go to a baby shower for my best friend. I love her. I'm happy for her. But truthfully, I'm just going to want to cry all day. And she's going to say, okay. That's valid. What are you going to see? What are you going to hear? What are you planning to say when someone says, hey, when are you going to have a baby? Any of those dreaded, unwarranted questions, right? So she's going to help you have things that you can be telling yourself through the day. And she's also going to have things that she can share with you in terms of responses and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's Kate. So all of our coaches through the week have multiple group calls. So Monday through Friday, even sometimes Saturday, there's multiple opportunities where our clients can join group calls with us and get their questions answered. So no one is expected to be at every call, but we are very available to you so that you can lean into us, whichever coach you would need support from in that moment. So say you have questions about supplements and labs. Amazing. You'll come to one of my calls. If you have questions about your cycle tracking, you would go to one of Ashley's calls. So you just lean in where you need the support. Another thing that we offer to our clients is one-on-one office hours. So sometimes things come up and you may think like, oh, I just need to talk to Dr. Morris about this one-on-one. Amazing. You have every opportunity to book office hours with me. We have private Facebook group. We have direct messaging system. So the point at the end of the day is that there is an enormous amount of support for all of our clients as they're going through the process. And lastly, we also have modules built out. So we've got about 80 modules built out right now. The modules are not there to be a standalone self-paced program. The modules are there to add extra support, solidification, guidance. Everything we teach in our program is also in the modules. So for example, maybe you're having a conversation with Ashley about your cycle, and 3 days later you're thinking like, oh, I don't remember what she said. That's okay. Just hop into the modules and all of that information is there for you. Also, a purpose of those modules for our clients is to quiet the noise of Instagram and social media. If you're watching this, you've probably been struck by the algorithm and you're probably being targeted in all of the places with more fertility information than you truly want to find. And so our goal is to take all of that information and funnel it into one place so our clients can say, okay, I'm confident. I don't have to be confused by all this noise in one influencer saying I should be a carnivore and another influencer saying that I should be a vegan. I can just go to the modules that Dr. Morris and her team have created and feel super confident that I'm getting the information that I need to best support my fertility and my healing journey in my body. So that is there for an additional resource for you as well. So my number one goal in sharing this with you today is to just give you some insight and hope that there's another way to approach fertility outside of the conventional world of IUI and IVF and pharmaceutical medications. There's so much more that can be done to support your health and your healing and your fertility. And I hope you walk away feeling some hope from what I've shared today. If you're interested in learning more about our 3-step process and how we're supporting our couples, I would love for you to book a call with my team. There's a link below this video. You just click on that link. It'll give you an opportunity to head to my website and book a call with us. Hope to chat with you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me on today's episode of Prescribing the Truth. If you loved our chat, you can find me on all the socials. Come say hi on Instagram at dr.nicholemorris. And don't forget, I drop exclusive content on YouTube every week, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, I've got to tell you, if you are in need of high-quality, research-backed supplements, check out shopdrmorris.com for my full line of third-party tested, USA-made products. My Prenatal Plus is top of the line for fertility support, and if you've got little ones, grab a bottle of Kids Complete too. Lastly, if you and your husband are trying to conceive naturally without IUI or IVF, my team and I would love to support you, pray with you, and walk this journey with you. Just head over to drnicholemorris.com. That's Dr. Nichole Morris, Nichole with an H, to book a preconception consultation with me. Thanks for joining me today. Stay informed and God bless.